Happy to say I'm very happy to wear that label, by the way, and but I'm a motivational speaker, if you will, and I live in Carroll County and I'm very proud of it. But really, I think of myself more as an inspirational speaker. I love to inspire people through some of my experiences and some of my stories, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to share some stories with you, talk a little bit about how to work under pressure, and we'll see where that goes. And if you will, Mr. Gibbs, you can go ahead and go to the next. All right. Back in 1978. Well, first of all, let me take a step back. Let me tell you how my career started, where it really started for me. I was never a very good student. Okay, I had no interest in studying, I had no interest in reading, I had no interest in anything but sports, and girls, of course. And met my wife, Kay, when we were in the 9th grade, and that was well over 50 years ago now. But one of the things that I discovered in the 5th grade was that I was a good speller. Okay, that was all that I could really do well. Now, I didn't think spelling was going to get me very far in life, but that was my gift, okay? And I had a teacher in 5th grade who really, she would call on me. She knew that was the only thing that I really enjoyed, and so she would call on me and kind of build me up and keep me going. And eventually, I got to the 10th grade in high school, and a gentleman from Baltimore came to my school up in the Lehigh Valley of Pennsylvania, and he introduced court reporting to me. And I thought, hey, this is words, this is spelling. I might be able to do this. I might be able to use this spelling thing. And the rest really is history. That's really where it all started. And it started with I found my gift. And when I talk to youngsters, I talk to them about finding that gift. What is it? Why were you put here? What is the gift that you have? And I help them work their way back through their life to figure out what was it when you were a youngster that really turned you on, that really got you going, that you just loved doing. And then we start to begin the process of where can you take this now that you know. Some people don't find that gift until they're later in life, after they've had maybe a few failures, a few tough breaks, and then they begin to look back at things and they find that gift. That's why, Mr. Gibbs, I was interested to hear what you had to say about the things that you really like and that you are gifted with. So you're heading in the right direction. But in 1978, I was contacted by the federal government and asked whether I would be willing to participate in a case coming up. It was arguably the most significant case really in the history of business, because it was the case of the United States of America versus AT&T, and it was the divestiture trial. If you know about divestiture, if you've heard that term before, AT&T had a monopoly on telecommunications back at that time, and there were on the sidelines a lot of companies who were waiting to get into the telecommunications field. They had all kinds of wonderful ideas and no place to go with them because they were locked out. And so this trial back in 1978, it actually started in 1980, was all about ending that monopoly. And